Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in sport. I say the things on here that nobody dare say. None of them. Okay? Right, here we go. Right. Obviously, we've just had the weekend's boxing action, and I've just seen the Lazy Rhino do his 129th interview this morning on some other down market YouTube channel. Uh, He's milking it for all it's worth. But let's put it into perspective, right? An area level guy, stroke English level, beat a former area level champion who had the belt bought him, and he used to be a rugby player. That's it. That's it. That's who he's beat. That's that his best win. So it is what it is, isn't it? So let's not get carried away, Mr. Bean Adam Smith, with Rhino versus Wilder, Rhino versus Dylan White, Rhino versus Joshua, and Rhino versus Joe Joyce. I mean, does anybody really think that Joe Joyce would have a chance against Dave Allen, which state of Joyce at the moment? Maybe he might do if he starts throwing that right hand of his at the weigh-in. It might land on the Rhino's chin the day after. That's how slow Joe Joyce is at the moment. He's walking around like his feet are stuck in glue. So it is what it is. We like to tell it straight. Uh, a lot of hate for Mark Tibbs. I don't see why. He's all right, Mark. He can only do his best, can't he? Nah, Mark Tibbs wasn't in the ring, can he? Was he? Sorry. He wasn't in the ring, but if Johnny Fisher's got no knackers, what's the point? If the kid's got no balls, he looked to me like he was scared to death in there. So gun shy in now after the first fight with Rhino. So it is what it is, but I don't care. I don't really care about Elmer Fudd and his family. They don't pay my bills. All they've done is drag boxing through the gutter. They turned it into like a pantomime, a bit like Misfits. Do you know what I mean? The build up to some of these fights are like Misfits, isn't it? It's an absolute joke. An absolute joke, but it is what it is. Uh, Fudd's old man, what's he going to do now? Well, I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really care, but he's eating himself to an early grave. But it is what it is. But getting back to Rhino, like I said, Joshua's name's bandied about, Joe Joyce's, Dylan White's, Wilder. Uh, I hope Dave gets well any of them fights and lumps a lot of dough on himself to lose by knockout. Because that's what that's how you get a good few quid out of the job if it's going to be your last fight. But who's to say Rhino won't knuckle down and beat any of them? You're only going to clump them once. But once we get people like Mr. Bean, Adam Smith, Super Bean coming out with, well, Dave's got the power. Well, who's Dave Allen stopped that's any good in boxing? Who's he knocked out? His best one is Johnny Fisher, area level guy on a good day. So let's not lose our shit over this. Let's not lose our minds. All right. It is what it is. I've even heard Huey's name it mixed for Dave Allen. Well, look, this is how I look at it. I just wish I could get that time back. I've just seen Peter Fury's IFL interview with Coogan, like he cares for Coogan. Uh, you got to look at it like this, right? Why would Peter Fury slag somebody off that's made an offer for his son to fight? He wouldn't do that. I know, Peter, stop it. You wouldn't do that because you don't know if you're going to need them down the line. So name the person that offers you the money because you haven't been offered anything at all. People are saying it's Jeffrey who represents Dylan White. Well, he didn't make the offer, so name him, Peter. Stop making out that you is in demand and all that. Name him. All right. As regards the broken hand, well, you put him in a fight with a broken hand. So if somebody's made you an offer, you probably think you're going to do it again, don't they? Hey, I mean, what sort of trainer puts a man in a fight with a broken hand? You must have thought you could win the fight. Oh, I forgot. It's 606 ranked Dan Garber. You were going to make a statement, weren't yous? It's knackers for the sake of chatting knackers, Peter. So name the matchmaker or manager who offered you the money for you to fight their guy. Telling you now, it didn't happen. All right. No trainer worth his salt or whatever boxing person at that end at that stage of the careers or he's going to speak about the person that offered that money but not name him. The person doesn't fucking exist. All right. Like I said, it's shit, chatting shit for the sake of it. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. But what can you do? But if it did happen, Peter, name him. Don't be frightened. You're supposed to be an OG, aren't you? Just say, oh, so and so offered money for Yui. And we told him to piss off because of his hand. Name him. Don't leave us with stories like that. You sound like your brother John, chatting a load of shit for the sake of chatting shit. So it is what it is. So, okie dokie. I think that's about it, really. I think we've covered everything. Uh, Somebody said to me this morning that Jake Paul, he's going to fight at heavyweight. Who wants to see him at heavyweight? Why don't they put him in with Rhino? Let Rhino fill him in. That's what we need. We need Rhino to fill him in, don't we? That's what we need. So, but it is what it is. Uh, I've just heard a little whisper that Ben Shalom might be getting a new Sky deal. I mean, wow. Wow. All them people that have been hammering Ben Shalom, little Benny from Crossroads, and now he might be getting another Sky deal. Where does that leave Horsecock? Because I got the impression that Horsecock were going to step over Ben to the big C. Or could they bring Bean back? I very much doubt they'd bring Bean back with some at Whoppers he tells, but hey ho. It's one of them, isn't it? I've just seen the Gad on social media, Talk Sport, saying that Fury Joshua's happening in October. Well, let's see a press conference then if it's happening in October. Let's see a press conference. Don't tease us, Gaddy. Let's see a press conference. All right. Okie dokie. That's about it, really. So, roll on Saturday. So, off out. So, it's all good stuff. That's about it, really. So, peace out. Thanks for liking and subscribing and leaving a comment. I think I better get ready now. I got a quick shower. We've got Mr. Curtis Woodhouse coming on. He's a fan's favourite on here. Kurt. So, the trainer of Adrian King and former £1 million footballer from Sheffield United to Birmingham City. Pop, pop, bang. Well, look forward to having you on, Curtis, in half an hour. One, peace out. Booyaka.